Welcome back to all the wonderful Aptera investors, my fellow Aptera reservation holders, and our Aptera curious friends. If you're planning on reserving an Aptera, please consider using my link below to save $30 on your reservation. In this video, I'm going to recap the 11th week of Aptera Accelerator Program. My numbers are based on the April 14th, 3:19 p.m. update. For those who are not familiar with what the Aptera program is, Aptera is hoping to raise at least $20 million to help them reach the $50 million they claim will allow them to start the large-scale production. To be part of the program, you must be one of the first 2,000 people to invest a minimum of $10,000. The program will be closed once the remaining 1,070 allocations are filled. As an Aptera Accelerator, you will be among the first to receive your specially numbered vehicle and a few other perks. Aptera is also raising money through Republic. Republic is an investment aggregator that allows anyone to invest like a qualified investor in startups, crypto, real estate, art, music, and more. You can invest a minimum of $210 or $10.50 a share for 20 shares. The investments through Republic are still flowing steadily with 21 new investors, making the total 1,146 investors. They added $13,639, making the total investment through Republic $1,312,300. If you invest in the Republic and are part of the Accelerator program, they will both count towards your vehicle rank. I have added a link to Aptera investment page below if you are interested. This is not investment advice. We are now 4 weeks after the removal of the deadline for the Accelerator program, and the investments have leveled out. Week 11 has been another slow week of investment. Aptera has now raised just under $13.3 million and has reached 68% of their goal. Week 11 investors only brought in about 1% of the total raised by the Accelerator program at only $253,291. The cumulative investment graph makes the impact of the change in volume of investment very clear. The boost from the days after the change has softened and has started to plateau. The last 2 weeks are virtually flat compared to the rest of the graph. If we zoom in and take a look at how much money was invested each week, you will see that week 11 was a little better than week 10. A total of a little more than $500,000 was added over the last week. This is only a little over $30,000 more than was invested in week 10. This bar graph shows the cumulative amount raised by each week of investors. There was almost no money added by investors who invested before week 10. The amount added by week 10 investors almost matches the new week 11 investors. We could expect another bump of about $200,000 to week 11 investors next week. The decline is very evident looking at the amount raised each day. Week 11 was pretty even with about $40,000 raised each day. I don't expect to see the daily investment increasing. From here out, we could be looking at a sustained slow rate of investing. The chart of the number of people investing each day makes that clear. Week 11 had very low numbers of new investors per day. No single day saw more than 5 investors. I'm not sure why this rate would change until we hear that funding is secured for production to begin. The downturn in new investors is easy to see on the weekly chart. Week 11 only added 42 new investors to the program. This was a slight upturn from week 10, which could have seen lower numbers due to the holidays. Week 11 saw an almost even split between investor groups. There was 20 prior investors added versus 22 new investors. However, the percentage of new investors went up by 1% to 37% of the total investors in the program. New investors coming into the program is still proving to be great for Aptera as to fundraising. New investors still contribute more on average than prior investors as expected. At this time, they account for over $5 million of the funds raised, or 40%. The average invested per person each week also continues to drop. Week 11 was the lowest average investment of all previous weeks, with an average of just over $11,000, which is over $1,000 less than any other week's average. There was no change this week to the top 15 accelerator investors or who held the top 15 accelerator vehicle spots. Thanks again for watching. Please subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell, like and share to help our channel grow. And below you'll find links to our website, Evolv-Electric.org, our Twitter and Instagram